Hey, what's good, everybody? I had just done a reading and my throat wouldn't let up. And as soon as I was like, okay, I'm gonna do another reading, my throat feels like it let up. So I felt like something was calling me to do another reading. I'm gonna post them both, obviously. Well, if you're seeing this one, then I probably already posted the other one. So you get two readings today. So let me use this Mystic Martian to start off. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know. Maybe the other one was just more specific, like for somebody, and then wow, interesting. I don't know. These are an actual resilient, bold, sassy. So I don't know what that's about, right? I never seen this card before. Tau Setians? Is that a real? I never heard of these beings. I never seen this card, so I like the kind of 21. I like the color that looks like very tigerish. Predominantly reside in the set. Oh yeah, the whale constellation, which is relatively near Earth. Hmm. Only 12 light years away. I don't even know how far a light year is. They prefer. Wow. The card meaning is bold, resilient, outspoken, speaking your truth, intense, conviction, blunt, candid, sassy, assertive. Yeah. So maybe you're in that energy right now. Maybe that's kind of the thing, right? Just being honest. Honesty is not, yeah, yeah. Being honest is not a bad thing. Oh, my whole head just got like really, I don't want to say like a little dizzy, right? So something I feel like I'm tapping into this reading. Okay, any other message from the Mystic Martian? Maybe that's the kind of being resilient, but resilient, right? What's resilient? That means you probably went through something where you had to take that stand, right? You had to really be bold. It's funny, like it almost looks like the earth is all cracking around her. And that maybe the resilience, right? Look, they look like they're in a very desolate place, and you know, the face looks like, but it's almost like someone reacting, right? So maybe you're in that. Maybe someone kind of was pushing your buttons in a way, testing you, and you're just like, finally, you're like, what? You know what I mean? Oh, there's that. That's funny. There's that one where they always use it. They put it in clips, like when someone says something, and then they edit it with that. I think it's a basketball player. I don't know, but they go, what? Like that's kind of what it reminds me of, right? I don't know if this. I forgot if this one has reverses. Well, I don't know. Were you dealing with someone that was kind of like this? Reptilians, predator, survival, tyrannical. What's tyrannical? Like, I don't know. Okay, that one gave me a weird energy. Okay, what is that about then? Maybe you were dealing with someone that was kind of, because that energy didn't feel negative. This one feels a little more like, I don't know. Were you dealing with someone that's kind of like that? Take it out, it resonates. See my throat, I could feel it. What is it about? And let me see what it says about 17. The reptilian beings are very close genotype to their alpha draconian allies and have close ties with them. They also typically are known as malevolent, cruel, volatile, and intimidating. They have been associated with many abduction reports. Wow. So this tyrannical, cruel, fight, interrogation, predator, survival, bully. Ah. So maybe you were dealing with a bully, see? And then you're like, what? You know? Or someone that thought they were a bully. Wow, this fell out. So that's interesting. Kabbalah tree of life. Integration life lessons, but you learn something from it. Maybe you learn how resilient you are. Life lessons. The tree of life. I have a song called, there's this thing called life. You know, hmm, that made me think of it right now. I'll put a link to the song, but maybe you'll get, and that's kind of what I'm talking about, right? Like these life lessons. So that's funny that that's what it says, life lessons. Because I go like that, family, good friends, good times. No pretend. Ah, being honest, no pretend, right? Because that's what it talked about, being no pretend. That's funny. Yeah, yeah. I'll put the song because that kind of even I say with creator, I still with at the edge of the phase of this world, and it's almost like the world, see, almost like the world. I don't know. It kind of reminds me. That's funny of what I was picturing when I wrote that song. So I'll put a link to it. You can listen to it. I think it even has the lyrics in the description or something. I still with at the edge of the phase of this world. Saw prophecies before the day unfurl. I forgot what I said. Saw prophecies something before the day unfurl. So. And I think that's kind of what I was picturing. I was writing about a vision I had, and then I kind of that. Okay, let me go with this. So I think that's what it was. There was a lesson. It feels like that, dealing with this very reptilian-like energy, right? Very bullyish type energy. Man, let me use this deck. This is from, I don't know if you know, Spiritual Infusion 111 before she was known as Accurate AF Tarot, right? So I got this deck when she was still on that channel. I know she has a new deck coming out, a couple decks coming out or something like that. But yeah, Spiritual Infusion 111. All right, let me see. I interviewed her on my podcast too. Oof. Oh, I see. Eight of Wands. Messages, communication, social media, fast, quick karma, fast moving. But it feels like a good thing, right? Positive news. Yeah, positive news. Wow. Right when I said that, I look at having strength. Wow. Because I always look at and then it says strength, right? So something, see? Eight. What? Eight and eight. Ah ha ha. 88. And while the 1-7 of the return adds up to eight too, but it's funny. 8-8. Eight of wands and having strength. Eight. Brave heart. See, it took a brave heart. Whatever you dealt with that bully. Independent endgame. Confidence, power, strong willed. Yeah. Maybe it took. Finally make that face like, what? And then look at the Ten of Pentacles. And that came out in the other reading I just did. Wow. The Ten of Pentacles. But it looks different, so but no, there is like people in it, huh? Marriage, financial security, family, wealth, legacy, community, home, established. Wow. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so I just kind of want to use the other one also, but let me see what else comes out. Wow. Wow, it feels very similar to the. Wow, you know what? The other reading, I didn't go too deep into what had happened. There was a message of a lot of positivity, but this is a different. I don't want to, but it's funny that kind of the same thing, right? Maybe, yeah. Man, my throat is still kind of like, what else? Okay, what else? What other message wants to come through? Because, wow, Queen of Pentacles, look at that. Luxurious, realistic, grounded, resourceful, motherly, homemaker, practical. So either this is you or maybe, take it how it resonates. You're meeting this kind of energy after whatever you went through, and that's kind of what, matches up with you know, interesting. Now, I feel like I'm supposed to get one more from this deck. Hmm. Curious, quick-witted, intelligent, nosy stalker. Page of Swords. Watching everything message. Not really sure how to take this. Is it? I mean, my gut lit up with that one, so I don't know. You got a stalker somewhere? Page of Swords. Let's see if it comes out again in this deck, or maybe that's, or maybe that, right? Because of all your things going good, there's gonna be people talking about you. Which who cares, right? It doesn't really affect you. So people are like all up in your all up in your business, right? Let them talk, right? It's all good. Let them talk. Okay. So clarify this Page of Swords. What's up with this nosy stalker watching everything? But it says message. So what? Is there someone that's gonna message you that they're stalking you and then they're gonna message you or what? Clarify. I was gonna say clarify nosy stalker. Clarify. So who knows? Maybe there is that. I don't know why my throat's kind of clearing up after that. Who knows? Maybe that was the message. Like, who cares who talks? Who cares who? Oof. Wow. That is so weird. Looks maybe someone's gonna be heartbroken because of things coming together for you. Wow, you're just kind of getting this pressure. Dolor por ruptura, right? Almost, I was gonna, it almost, that's weird. The pressure and deception, disillusion. Ugh. Yeah, sufferment. But why is that the third eye? Oh, I don't know. The nosy stalker. Maybe just the eye. Clarify this then. Why? Hmm. It's a third eye again. Why did this come out though? Hmm. Because is this kind of the energy someone you meet or man, this is just gonna get not confusing, but I like it when it's like the last reading was very to the point. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe you're in that energy now, right? Maybe something put you in that energy. Because it says strength and this says strength too, right? Passionate and strong, right? It says good marriage. Good marriage. So maybe, yeah, maybe someone's heartbroken. Whoa, my whole head got like, oof. Maybe someone's gonna be, yeah, king and queen, right? Queen of Pentacles, king of Wands. So maybe, yeah, maybe this bully, right? Maybe you were in a relationship, right? Where someone was a bully, very tyrannical. Someone was a bully. Look at that. Now they're all, whoa, I'm feeling all this like Okay, I don't like that energy. So let me just finish out what's going on here. Okay. So what else does the collective need to know about this? So, I mean, oh, my crown's lighting up too. So, okay. Oof. I mean, it's almost like if there was a victory about something. Look at Leo energy, esfuerzo, like protection, fight, competition. Sure, it says sure success. Contracts. You fought for something. You know what I heard right now? Because it says contract. I literally heard spiritual contract. Like maybe you were like, you know what? I don't like this contract. I need a new one. Maybe there was something where you're just like, you know what? You told the spirit world, you told creator, look at solar plexus, boom, standing and you're like, no, I want a new contract. And the spirit world, like, fine. Yeah, I'll put one more and that's it. Okay, the last message then. Please don't make it complicated to where I have to clarify something. What's the last thing you want collective to know? What was this? I mean, it looks like the victory is already there, like a whole successful union or marriage or something, right? Take it how it resonates. Either you're the Queen of Pentacles meeting a King of Wands, or you're the King of Wands meeting a Queen of Pentacles. How it goes. Wow, there it is again. See the conflict. So, yeah, I guess you had victory over this conflict, whatever it was. Five of Wands. I think this came out in the other season. The throat chakra. Yeah, there was some conflict, right? Couple egos, right? Ooh, egos. Egos, disobedience. That feels very spiritual for some reason. Like maybe someone was being led by spirit and they were being disobedient. Wow, okay. I feel like that's someone was being disobedient to spirit. Someone was someone was over the ego, right? Too much ego. Spirit was giving them all the answers, but they didn't want them. They didn't want them. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to pull one more card. So is that, tell me if I got it right. It says yes. So I feel like, and it's a King of Swords. Authority. Ah. I feel like they're giving me the, yeah, third eye. Bam. Balance. No, see, no emotions attached to, like, bam. That's just the end. Yeah. Just excellent with the advices. Excellent with the advices. Wow. Yeah, I think that's what they wanted me to say. I almost feel like that last card was for me. My gut's lighting up, so just to say, like, okay, did I say that right? Yep. Okay. So let me see. Wisdom of the elders, just to make it light and fluffy, because I don't know, this one isn't really like all that. It's just more about, like, hey, I love this deck because it's kind of about how to go through your day, right? It's not really gonna tell you nothing. I have like these two kind of native decks, right? This one, Wisdom of the Elders and the Jade Oracle. It's never really anything negative, right? Yep. So it never really brings my energy into something. It's just a message, right? Beautiful. Oh, there it is. Wow. Bravery. Whoa, my stomach just completely. Bravery. So it took bravery to get through this thing, and it takes bravery to continue on this path, right? Sometimes we deal with bullies, bear. Who better to go up against a bully than the bear, right? The beautiful bear. I love the bear. I ran into bears in, in real life and or whatever in this life, and they didn't eat me. In the Anishinaabe language, bravery means the state of having a fearless heart, which means that we must be brave to do what is right regardless of the consequences. It is often easier to remain silent when we see something is unjust, as it can be difficult to speak up for fear of retaliation. Bravery is the gift that bear provides to us. Although these animals are gentle by nature, the ferociousness of a mother bear when one of her cubs is approached epitomizes the teaching of bravery. Bear is courageous and teaches us to have the mental and moral strength to overcome the fears that prevent us from fully engaging with this specific sacred grandfather teaching. It is a challenge that must be faced with the same level of strength and intensity as a mother bear protecting her cub. Bear shows us we should face our challenges with ferocity, even when it is difficult to do so. Bravery is the sacred teaching that is given and revealed when it is needed the most. When we stand up and do what is right, we demonstrate bravery. If you have drawn this card today, you are being called to exhibit bravery in your own life. You may be asked to embody the courage of bear or speak out against what is wrong. That is an opportunity to take on a challenge. This is an opportunity to take on a challenge that might scare you. Embracing bravery will allow you to release your fears, and you can trust that the rewards are worth the risk. Wow. Interesting. So there it is, bravery, right? I feel like it's some almost an energy that already happened, right? Like in the situation you were brave against, you know? But imagine, right? It was almost like someone was embodying this. I like seeing how that door, like an endless thing of bullying, right? See how that corridor just keeps going. Like if you would have stayed in a certain situation, maybe that it was like an endless corridor, just this being with this tyrannical bully, right? That's kind of what I feel. So, oh yeah, if anyone wants a reading, I'll put my email in the description. Just put in the subject that you're interested in a reading, right? That's a psychic reading, not a tarot reading, right? Um, right now, just for the rest of September, right? I'm doing 65 for 30 minutes. Uh, yeah, I don't think I'll ever go that low again. For the rest of September. So if you're interested, yeah, email me. I'll put my email in the description. All right, peace.